Assalamu alaikum. This is the night time. Myself, the constitutional advocate Gulreez King. Tonight, I'm going to address the new challenges as usual. I always foresee or forecast observations of the individuals. So tonight, I'm going to address a new question of understanding. When I just push myself into the legal observations, this is a very outrageous question of fact. We have to observe this with a deep breath. When I was just observing the fluctuations of the female's production and the improbabilities of the illegalities of the laws regarding the females, observations of the intellectual thoughts, as well as the scientific resolutions in the whole of the globe. So when it comes to understand the practical area of execution of a life thereafter, which are the elements lead the human beings into the challengeable questions of the facts. It is a primary ingredient of fact. Today, the females are incapable of having the legitimacy issues. Legitimacy means a child have the guardian ad litem title, because such females do not know the valuation of the execution of a life. There might be several factors which we need to understand. Number one, the poverty. Number two, the extreme poverty. Number three, the economical dissolutions, transitional area, the marital brutalization area, the marital dissolution area. These are some advanced constitutional issues in the Pakistan. Some forecasting the issues. The females are habitually negating to the area of execution of a moderate life. When it comes to understand that such females have liabilities as well, such females want to execute a vagabond approved life. Vagabond means avara. And when the males want them to live a social as well as Islamic life, then such females want to fight. This is a problem of social area. And a lot of the individuals, they take shelter of secularism as well. So I was surprised after observing such facts, that if the females they have problems, then why the hell such females have the narcotics abusers in their relationships? Because such females don't have value now. So the males should have to consider a fact: if the females don't have the value, it means such females become a commodity. I'm talking with factual existence of females production. So while executing a marriage, we should be deliberately understanding some basic issues. It's all about the equity resolutions in the whole of the globe. When we just observe that the individuals, females and males, both of them have troublesome issues, and they get manipulated with having ulterior thoughts, and such thoughts could not be repatriated. Thereafter, they don't have to observe their concurrent observations. They live in the future, in the past. And today, this nation is suffering from two multi-cost scientifically proven challenges. Number one, retrospective effect of cost negated life. Number two, prerogative cost neglected area of working. So when they don't know the prerogative interest of capital working, thereafter they lose the retrospective capital interest of entertainment. So you thought that you are living a life and you don't have the liabilities as well as the responsibilities. It is not like that. So if the individuals, they don't have the calculations of the times in accurate length of execution of a life, thereafter they don't have the right to observe their issues. So nowadays the females and the males, they have considered their interest. If a female is loving someone, it means there is some interest in such male, and if such male is adoring to a female, there is an interest. So the collective bilateral interest or multilateral interest, collateral, they are the reciprocating area of the relationships in the Pakistan, India, in the whole of the globe. They have the interest, collateral interest, bilateral interest, multilateral interest, and in having the accomplishment of such interest, they comes in the domains of the relationships. And after having the interest, they don't want to make such a relationship to be an accomplished area of execution of a life, because they don't want to live in the prerogative. They want to live the retrospective area of interest, and they want to achieve the high ends of the ethics and morality. So meanwhile, I'm surprised in this age of misery of the human declined area of working, because they are not incapable of working, and their females are butchered at the best of the 75% of the neglected sorts of the males, and their females want to have the fresh relationships. Totally surprised. So I'm just an old individual. I'm talking about myself now. No one can buy me, no female in the world, and no capital interest can buy me. I have capital interest infused in my neuropathy, neurology. I'm that kind of individual. So I'm a scientific legal jurist. So when I was observed the individuals' brutalizations of the females' rights and the males' rights, thereafter I'm always astonished to observe the furthermore issues. So when they don't have the reciprocating cost-effective, measurable, transitional area of cost, successful achievements in their lives, they just push the blames over the shoulders of the second person, third person. This is called the political and marital declined area, and a lot of the females and males can targeted area of the such subjected targeted constitutional activities in the globe. No one can cheat me in the globe, because I am a constitutional advocate. So if the individuals, they consider themselves to be above board or a successful type of, it means nothing to me. I don't consider human beings to be on my level. This is my level. So the females, the capitals, I always think critically regarding the inventions for the betterment of the humanity. Yes, this is my area of thinking. It is the way I brought up. And I don't consider the females or capitals to be a way of amusing world. I just use my time in order to evaluate my upcoming success ratio in the whole of the globe, not in the only Pakistan, India. So this is the achievement area of mine, which I have developed through my own hard working, without anyone's help, despite of my family. So if anyone who is considering that they have females and such females can trap me, that is impossible, because I know their blood cells. Yes, unfortunately I have studied so far. They have cheap blood cells inside their bodies, and they don't have the reproductive growth rate of the proper well-volumed child upcoming generation. And meanwhile, all the area of thinking regarding the humans' rights, I'm always surprised. Their females are suffering from the multi-casted offenses, and this is a surprising area, as I always observe and always surprised. And I'm ashamed to observe the behaviors of the human beings that they mobilize their females, 75% groups of the both. They use their males, females in reciprocating area of thinking for the promotion as well in the higher posted area of public functionaries. So this is not the way the humans should perform their duties in Pakistan, India, some countries. This is an area of neglected sorts of the human beings. So neglected children, they always commit multiple crimes in the Pakistan. We should understand these points. And the children born out of the neglection also caused a lot of the problems in this society. Today, the females, they have a new challenge that is called the divorcee repatriation, criminal misappropriation of thoughts. And I'm surprised that no one is considering such factual disobedience of the same subject of obstructions to the legal constitutional observations. And when it comes to understand the religious questions or facts, they are not into the proper shoes of working. Stay blessed.